One thing that I would like to add is this channel is not sponsored by Glock. I have been a consumer of Glock products throughout the years, and I have acquired several of them throughout that time and throughout my career. This is not me dropping a sponsor or anything like that, but if there are competitors out there that would like to sponsor the channel, then please, by all means, give me a ring. You know, I've been trying to be less of a pessimist, to be less of a spiteful person, because generally speaking, when it comes to the direction of most things these days, as far as politics and stuff are concerned, I generally think about them in a positive light, like shutting the government down and never reopening it, reducing the federal workforce. I mean, we can go on and on and on. Great stuff, absolutely. Obviously, the Second Amendment stuff needs a lot of work, but generally speaking, focusing on that one thing is turning me into an angry person. So I was trying to be nice, and then you suck me back in, damn it. Today we're talking about Glock. Yet again, I told you guys a couple months ago that Glock was behaving in a way that was unbecoming of a leader in the Second Amendment space. And yesterday I received news about midday that Glock was going to discontinue a whole bunch of models. And I could not verify it at the time. Actually, Wombat sent it to me. I was in the middle of something. I couldn't really verify it. Well, the internet has confirmed it for me that, yeah, Glock is literally getting rid of just about everything that they make. And they're doing it because the gun grabbers want them to. Yeah. That and more after we hear a quick word from today's sponsor. Today's video is brought to you by FirstForm. This is a pro-freedom supplement and nutrition company that has made a serious effort to go through all of their products and strip out a whole bunch of dumb ingredients that don't need to be there. I typically gravitate towards their protein sources. The big ones that I use are their protein bars and their meat sticks. These are things that you can smash into a bag and eat on the go when you need to replenish your protein. I highly suggest that you check that out, as well as their caffeine sources, which is my drug of choice, I have to admit. And I have a link and a QR code that I'll throw up on screen for those of you who go over there and check out their wares. It tells them that I sent you, and it helps out the channel. So thank you very much to FirstForm for making today's video possible. Now, to back this up a little bit, we covered the whole bit a couple months ago about them writing letters. We have one letter at least. There's probably more. Writing letters to members of governments to ask them to draft legislation to institute more gun control. Today, we received word that Glock is discontinuing all their models that are capable of accepting any kind of after-factory device that might enhance its ability to go faster, even though those things are illegal or not illegal. Illegal in some places, and in some circumstances, highly regulated in most circumstances. This figure comes from Mr. Guns and Gear for a gander at the V models of the Glock.
I like you. What do you think of me?
I don't rightly know, sir.
Make an assessment.
V for vagina, because Glock is being a bunch of pussies.
I'm all great.
I did redact all the prices on this list because, you know, dumb YouTube stuff. But I can point to you that if you were to look this information up, that you will find that they are, of course, more expensive than what they were selling before.
It's attached to your rod, mother liquor.
In and of itself, releasing new models or new things that are not compatible with your previous generation of stuff is fine. Not a big deal. I think the Glock making the V model was fine. Discontinuing their previous stuff because of political pressure in favor of only the V model stuff, that's a problem. At this point, in response to the letter asking for more gun control, I've made a couple videos on how I'm replacing my Glocks that I use. The ones that I use as props here on the channel, I just don't think that they are devices that I should, even in the background, be promoting, because this is obviously a company that thinks that it is okay to behave this way. The 9mm suppressor host that I've replaced, and I've currently right there have my 45 suppressor host. That video will be coming out here in a little bit, the one that I'm going to be replacing my Glock 21 with. Your mileage may vary. I'm not saying that you should follow me on that, because, I mean, this is an economics thing as well. I would also say that those pre-bans are probably going to gain in value, so I wouldn't probably go out there and just off those things right away. I'd see kind of like what happens. This fully solidifies my direction that I'm going in. Before, it was kind of like some folks are like, oh, well, you know, they were already illegal, and I really like Glock, and I've got a whole bunch of magazines and blah, 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 all that sort of stuff, right? And those are valid arguments. And at that point in time, I was like, okay, well, maybe this is a little bit too nebulous for folks. I'm going in this direction, and that's for me, not necessarily for you. And now that they've gone with this move, I feel 100% vindicated in my decision to discontinue using those types of things in any of the media that we produce. It's just, they should not be getting the free press that they have enjoyed for years. And here's the thing, the message that I would send to Glock is these are uniquely bad moves, okay? Just throwing that out there. You can call me. We can talk about me joining your PR department, how to completely redirect this and go back in the opposite direction. You're not going to like it, but, you know, I've got some ways you can do that. But absent that, Glock, your shit is not unique anymore. There are so many alternatives to your product that there is no reason that we have to continue using the Glock brand Glock stuff. If we want to use the tried and true stuff, there are plenty of after factory marketeers out there that have reproduced your product in oftentimes better forms than you do. So you discontinuing it, there's no real reason that you need to be here anymore. Sorry. There are any number of semi-automatic polymer frame striker fired pistols out there that directly compete with you, and in some ways do what you do better. And what has been keeping you going and at the top is that brand recognition and that legacy that has been built. Now, I'm not familiar with the V model, but I'm sure that it will maintain much of the reverse compatibility. I'm assuming that the only real changes are that it can't take certain, types of things, right? They've done something, but here's the thing. I don't care, because this move by them is so egregiously bad, so out of touch, that I think the V model is going to be irrelevant. And I guess what I would say is that we will be able to look back years from now and look at this point on the timeline and say, hey, do you remember when Glock used to be awesome? Yeah, that's when the downward spiral really, really began. And it's unfortunate to see. You can blame whatever internal politics or whatever is going on at Glock, the company, but I, for one, am going to cease using it, and in instances where I am forced to use it, I will minimize the visibility of those types of products, because this is behavior that is unacceptable in the Second Amendment movement, and this is behavior that we should not tolerate. Again, your mileage may vary. You can do whatever you want with your stuff. It is your property. And you can do whatever you want with your dollars going forward. That's on you. However, for me, I think that it's time for another brand to take the spot, because obviously Glock does not hold the Second Amendment principles that they should. And that's what I got for you guys today. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully we'll see you on another video here at the VSO Gun Channel. One thing that I would like to add is this channel is not sponsored by Glock. I have been a consumer of Glock products throughout the years, and I have acquired several of them throughout that time and throughout my career. This is not me dropping a sponsor or anything like that, but if there are competitors out there that would like to sponsor the channel, then please, by all means, give me a ring.